Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Tuesday, February 10th. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. An Ardmore man is suspected of using a pellet gun to shoot at his neighbors' homes and damage their property over nearly 3 years. A suspect in a weekend Wenatchee gunfire incident allegedly fled by car into East Wenatchee, where local police apprehended him early Sunday. Lots of sunshine in our forecast through Thursday, with temperatures remaining above normal. Your full local weather forecast is straight ahead. Kirsten Larson will join the Eastmont School Board following a successful candidate interview that took place during last night's board meeting at Grant Elementary School. Larson and fellow candidate Holly Nevin interviewed for the open seat, which was left empty following the resignation of Jason Hines in January. In November, Larson challenged the incumbent Hines for that seat, but fell short during the election at 45% of the vote to Hines's 53%. School board members unanimously appointed Larson to the board following the interview process. She will be sworn in during the February 23rd board meeting at Lee Elementary School. An Ardmore man is suspected of using a pellet gun to shoot at his neighbors' homes and damage their property over nearly 3 years. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies arrested 35-year-old Matthew Ray Taunton over the weekend. Residents near Taunton's home made 38 different reports involving vandalism dating back to 2023, reporting their homes, outbuildings, vehicles, and other property had been damaged by metal pellets. Deputies said they identified Taunton's home as the source of the projectiles and found what they called a sniper's hide assembled on his back porch. They also seized 8 high-powered air rifles from Taunton's residence. He has yet to be charged, but deputies say they're seeking criminal counts of malicious mischief, reckless endangerment, and harassment. The U.S. Army Ranger accused of committing a mass shooting outside a Gorge Amphitheatre music festival will be tried in military court rather than in Grant County. Prosecutor Brandon Guernsey said last week he's turned over the case against 28-year-old James M. Kelly for a military court-martial instead of a civilian criminal trial. Kelly allegedly opened fire with a handgun outside the amphitheater during the Beyond Wonderland Festival in 2023. The gunfire killed 2 women, Brandy Escamilla and Jocelyn Ruiz, and injured 3 bystanders. Kelly was on active duty at Joint Base Lewis McChord at the time of the shooting and allegedly told detectives he was suffering a paranoid delusion under the influence of drugs. Guernsey said a military prosecution can bring more resources to bear on the case and better serves the interest of justice. Kelly was transferred today to Army custody at JBLM. The families of Escamilla and Ruiz are suing the amphitheater's owner, Live Nation, alleging that security lapses help lead to their deaths. A suspect in a weekend Wenatchee gunfire incident allegedly fled by car into East Wenatchee, where local police apprehended him early Sunday. 24-year-old James Miguel Angel Perez is accused of firing off a rifle into the doorframe of a house that was in the 800 block of Walker Avenue just after 8 p.m. Saturday. Police say video footage helped them identify a car leaving the scene that was allegedly tied to Perez. About 5 a.m. Sunday, an East Wenatchee police sergeant stopped the car at North Kentucky and Grant Road, but Perez then allegedly drove away and led police on a chase before being apprehended on North Nile Avenue. Police are now seeking charges against him in both Chelan and Douglas counties, including assault, unlawful firearm possession, and resisting arrest. The selection pageant for Apple Blossom 2026 is drawing near. Tonight we share portions of conversations with 2 of the candidates for the Royal Court, Parker Avery and Abigail Walker. And a Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife officer helped a Wenatchee family get an unexpected swimmer out of their pool a wandering deer. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
The selection pageant for Apple Blossom 2026 is drawing near, and NCWLIFE's Eric Granstrom has been getting to know all 10 candidates for the Royal Court. Tonight we share portions of his conversations with two of them, Parker Avery and Abigail Walker. The Apple Blossom Queen and two princesses will be selected from among the top 10 on Saturday at Numerica Performing Arts Center. You can watch right here on NCWLIFE as we carry the selection pageant live starting at 7 p.m.
Well, I'm a senior in high school running for Apple Blossom, and I'm very involved in my school and community, and I love going on trips with my family.
You are very involved.
Yes.
So if you could put a pecking order on what's the most important to you and all the things that you're doing, what is it?
Probably the culture coordinator position at my high school.
Okay, and what is that?
I look over the culture and make sure that all of our events in school are inclusive and that everybody feels safe and comfortable and that there's an activity for each person and kind of just boost morale within the school.
So why did you decide to run for Apple Blossom?
Because I love my community and I've always been involved in my community, and one of my core values is passion, and so I just kind of go after whatever I'm passionate about, and Apple Blossom is passionate about serving the community and representing your community, and that's what I'm all about.
You say you like to play games with the family.
Yes.
So is there a game that, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to play this, everybody, because I'm really good at it? What's the game?
I really like card games. I'm a very strategic person. I also like checkers. But although I'm strategic, I do really like just games that'll get everybody laughing and having fun, because I'm also competitive, so the strategic games can get me a little heated, but I do like to play games that everybody can have fun and there isn't really a winner.
So 10 years from now, I know you have your game plan of what you want to do with your life. 10 years from now, you'll be, what, 27, 28?
Yes.
I bump into you on the street. What are you up to? What are you doing?
Hopefully, I'm working for the PUD in the fish conservation part. That is a big goal of mine. And I do want to be living in Wenatchee, obviously working with PUD. I'll be back here, maybe have some kids and serving my community still, but probably more focused towards conserving and sustaining the natural habitats of fish.
So you're going to Montana State to achieve that education.
Yeah.
So where does that come from? Where did your interest in fish start?
Well, I have been fishing since I was 4 years old. my grandma was really big into fishing actually, and she would come home and we would have fish for dinner all the time. And she started taking me out in the front yard with this little Barbie rod, and it had a fake fish at the end. She'd be like, okay, Parker, cast to that tree. And I would cast over and over again from 4 to 6 years old until I could probably actually go fishing. And we would just go fishing all the time. We would go to the ponds, and she would show me pictures of her big salmon, because obviously I couldn't catch big salmon at 6 years old. But yeah, it's been in my life for a long time.
I'm a representative of the Wenatchee High School. I play basketball. I live and breathe basketball, actually. And I'm here to represent my school and my basketball.
Why did you decide to run for the Apple Blossom Festival to be part of the Royal Court?
Honestly, it started in junior year. I was in the ROTC, which is Junior Air Force Academy, at the Wenatchee High School. And I was marching, I was in my uniform, and I saw 3 lovely ladies. One of the girls that stood out to me was Deja. She was our last year's princess. And they were so beautiful. And I was like, I want to be there. And the other day, I received a letter, and my parents were like, you should do it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take that leap. I'm gonna take that jump. And I found myself here, wanting to represent.
What's been the most unique experience for you in this process?
Honestly, it's the people that I meet. I meet so many different people, and it has just helped me so much to build my character as a person, because I get to meet these amazing people, and I'm just happy to be here,
I know you have a lot of family that's still back in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Do you think there would ever be an opportunity to bring some here to be able to see the Wenatchee Valley and see maybe what you talk about in your communications with them?
Yes, I believe that if I represent something, they would feel more welcomed, that someone of their ethnicity is here representing both places, and more people that are Jamaican or of different descent would want to come here because there's someone that's actually representing this place.
What are you doing with your life 10 years from now, do you think?
There are 2 things I either want to do. I'm still stuck between them, but I either want to represent this country, become a Marine, or do aviation, become a pilot.
Why the Marines? I know you're involved in ROTC now.
Yes.
Marines is not an easy nut to crack, so to speak. So why the Marine Corps?
Honestly, it's because it's hard. I believe in discipline, neatness, and through the Marines, I feel like I can become that future Abigail. Pilots the same. They want to make sure your uniform is polished, you speak a certain way, you greet people. I look up to them, and that's who I want to become in the future. Strong, brave, and representing something.
Coming up next in tonight's feature story, one Confluence Health pharmacist went above and beyond for a cancer patient's treatment last week. Sunny and mild weather expected through Thursday, with showers possible Friday and especially on Saturday. I'll have your local weather details coming up, along with Eric Granstrom with a look at all things sports as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
Her Royal Highness Ella Johnson!
Join NCWLIFE channel for live coverage of the Apple Blossom Royalty Selection Pageant Saturday, February 14th. The countdown to coronation starts at 6:30 with a pageant at 7. Coverage is brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, also by Apple Valley Honda and Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. Tune in for the Royalty Selection Pageant live on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCWLIFE and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration. So so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
One Confluence Health pharmacist went above and beyond for a cancer patient's treatment last week. Since the fall, Confluence Health had been working on implementing a new cancer treatment called bispecific T-cell engager therapy, or BITE or BITE, to its system, and they plan to administer the treatment to a patient with lung cancer for the first time. Everything was in order until a series of storms delayed the vial's arrival at the Mayor's campus, which caused the drug to be recalled. After getting in touch with the University of Washington oncology pharmacist Christy Hamilton decided to make a late-night trip to Seattle to ensure the patient received treatment the following day. In tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE News met with Hamilton and Confluence Health's infusion pharmacy manager Megan Ayala to learn more about the therapy and the events that unfolded.
The therapy, they call it BITE. It's bispecific T-cell engager therapy. And it's a pretty unique immunological therapy that attaches to our T cells in our body and then attaches to a cancer cell, and it brings those two together so that the drug can actually destroy the cancer cell.
We spent months working on the processes to have our go live. And we had the patient appointment, we had everything in place, our ducks in a row. And the day before, sadly, the drug was expected to arrive, and it arrived at FedEx, and then FedEx got the barcode, and then it was immediately sent back to the sender. And so we had the drug this far in our grasp, and then it vanished. And there was a lot of snowstorms and bad weather, and our distributor faced some delays with the package arriving, and so they took it back due to cold chain processes and handling and ensuring that it's safe. And so we weren't going to let that stop us. I told my director, Tyler Fishback, the drug didn't show up. And he said, well, let me call my colleagues at the U, and we were able to get in contact with their chemotherapy pharmacy. They said, yes, we have a vial. We can do a borrow and replace. And so they said, what time do you want to pick it up?
We knew this process was starting to happen about 2 o'clock, where we were like, uh-oh, our vial didn't arrive in our dropship order. And so by 5 o'clock, we had finally been able to track down through FedEx that it had been shipped back. And so basically from that point on, I was actually had just gotten off from work, and I was talking with my husband, and I was like, oh, we had this drug in our grasp, it was so close. And he was like, well, we need to go get it. And I was like, well, that's what I was going to ask. So, yep, we decided to just put everything on hold, and we drove over there and got there about 9:30 at night. Passes were actually great, so that was a blessing. And got home, I think I put it in the refrigerator here at Confluence at 11:45 at night.
So the work that had to be done prior to safe administration involved a lot of coordination between all of our different departments within Confluence Health. So we worked very closely with our colleagues at Central and our colleagues here at Mayor's. It involved a lot of pharmacy, nursing, provider, IT, involvement, so that we could all ensure that we had all of our different workflow pieces built safely, accurately, and correctly. And not only that, we also worked with other organizations within our oncology listservs that are part or like Confluence Health and Nature. And we were able to work with other organizations as well as internally to come up with a safe and collaborative plan to give this new medication safely. And I'm very proud of that, and I just am so thankful for the involvement for all of our team members to be open to the workflows, because now we can offer the therapy here at Confluence versus patients having to go to Seattle or Spokane. And that can be really meaningful for patients who already live really far from Wenatchee.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Tuesday. Boy, second day in a row of sunshine, and after a lot of cloudy days in January, nice to see that sun, and it made for just a gorgeous shot outside our weather window from this afternoon. This is our Waterville Tower camera looking down at the Columbia River and all that beautiful blue sky out there. Just a really nice early February day all around North Central Washington. And as we make our way through the week and into the upcoming weekend, things are going to stay pretty nice. For Wenatchee, we will stay in the low to mid 40s right through Thursday. And then as we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, showers will be in our forecast. And I think our best shot for some rain showers will be on Saturday with about a 60% chance. But boy, up until then, enjoy these next couple of days. Unofficially today, our high temperature in the Wenatchee area, 47 degrees. It was a beauty out there. 40 our normal high temperature. Talk about a beauty. Look at that. 60 our record high, and that was set in 1990. We were at 28 this morning, right in line with where we should be for normal. Our record 9 degrees, and that was set in 1981. Sunrise this morning 7:14, and the sunset right about now at 5:17, and we are gaining still about 4 to 5 minutes of light per day. So keep it coming, right? Tonight we are, I should say, as we get you into Wednesday, rather, temperatures will warm up tomorrow a little bit. We'll see 48 for Moses Lake, also Ephrata, 47 in Quincy, about the same as today for tomorrow in Wenatchee at 46 degrees, 46 in Ellensburg, 45 for Eniat and Chelan, and 45 as well for you folks in Kashmir on Wednesday afternoon. Tonight here at home, we do expect patchy fog to develop once again. High pressure is still nosed in a little bit to the Pacific Northwest, but we will now be under the influence of this large area of low pressure, and that could cause some fog with lows in the low 30s tonight. For Wednesday, sunshine out there. 2 areas of high pressure will sneak in at least for a couple of days. Our large area of low pressure, though, keep an eye on that as we make our way through the week. Warmer for Wednesday with high temperatures, upper 40s to around 50 in many locations. For your Thursday, mostly sunny skies and mild. Another nice one with high temperatures Thursday afternoon in the low to mid 40s. And then as we end our week on Friday, here's our next weather maker coming down from the Gulf of Alaska. Mostly cloudy skies, about a 20% chance that we'll catch some of this rain shower activity. High temperatures Friday, still a little bit above normal in the low 40s. And then for your Valentine's Day on Saturday, here's that area of low pressure, and it's going to bring clouds our way, and this fetch of moisture that we're keeping our eye on for Saturday afternoon, about a 60% chance of evening showers. Highs on Saturday in the low 40s. And then for your Sunday, partly cloudy skies. Low pressure retreats a little bit out to the Pacific, and that'll keep us mainly dry, I think, on Sunday. Seasonal high temperatures with readings right around 40 degrees on Sunday afternoon. And then by the end of our forecast on President's Day for Monday, many of you have the day off. A well-defined trough of low pressure is set up below us now, and that'll allow a lot of storminess to move our way. Not so much President's Day, where we'll see highs in the 40s, but beyond that, we'll get to that tomorrow. But tonight we will see 32 degrees as we take a look at our 7-day forecast. And I need to mention, it's brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. So after the freezing mark tonight. Sunshine for both Wednesday and Thursday. 46 tomorrow, 43 on Thursday, and then some showers move our way. 20% Friday and 42. That goes up to a 60% chance for mainly evening rain showers on Saturday and 41, and then just a mix of clouds and sun for Sunday and Monday with high temperatures right around 40. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Her Royal Highness Ella Johnson!
Join NCWLIFE channel for live coverage of the Apple Blossom Royalty Selection Pageant Saturday, February 14th. The countdown to coronation starts at 6:30 with a pageant at 7. Coverage is brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, also by Apple Valley Honda and Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. Tune in for the Royalty Selection Pageant live on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
NCWLIFE channel will be at Wenatchee High School tonight for the rematch between the Panthers and Eastmont Wildcats. Two teams met less than a month ago, with Eastmont girls winning their game 55-47, while the Wenatchee boys prevailed 72-58. Grant Olson will be courtside with a play-by-play. The girls tip at 5:30. Boys will follow at 7 o'clock. This is also what they call the litter box games, with competitions between the student bodies of both high schools, highlighted by the drumline competition. We'll try to capture that on television tonight as well. Well, the Quincy girls are playing on the road in the District 5 2A tournament tonight in East Valley. The Jackson Devils will tip at 6 o'clock. Central Washington 2B League tournament wraps up tonight with Tonasket taking on Okanagan for 3rd and 4th. That's at 6 o'clock at Omak High School. Okanagan is the site for the league championship between Lake Roosevelt and Brewster. That is at 7:30. Turning to the boys' side, tonight is round 1 of the District 5 1A boys tournament as Chelan hosts Wapato, while Luke plays at Royal. Cashmere hosts Connell. Omak visits Zilla. All those games get underway at 6 o'clock. Bridgeport and Tonasket play for 3rd and 4th in the Central Washington 2B League tournament. That's at Okanagan at 6. Liberty Bell faces Okanagan at Omak for the league title. That tips at 7:30. Also at District 5 1B play-in game tonight for the Garden City Academy Farmers against Thorpe. That game is set for Wenatchee Valley College and will tip at 7 o'clock. Well, following a 1-1 weekend of Western Hockey League play, the Wenatchee Wild play the first of 4 games this week starting tomorrow. Wenatchee and Kelowna begin a home series in BC tomorrow night at 7:05. The venue will shift to the Town Toyota Center on Friday for a 7 o'clock game. The Wild then head for the front end of another home series with Spokane Saturday at 6:05. Wenatchee returns home Sunday for a rematch with the Chiefs. That'll be at 4 o'clock in the Wolves Den. If you'd like to get tickets to the home home part of those games, then head to WenatcheeWildHockey.com. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
And that will do it for this Tuesday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.